So here's how we work with outreach in particular to turn kind of the outreach outbound flow into a powerhouse. So they're starting an outreach. They have all their prospects set up. Now they've sent out all of their emails and they're ready to make a call. So right here we have 3 call tasks available. What we do with Upmarket to make this process even smarter is we pull in your outreach tasks. So as a rep, you know exactly who you're going to call. What we're going to then do is we're going to give you a bunch of call reasons to call that person about. We have all of their information so that you can pick the right call reason. For example, you can have other flows in here, inbound, outbound flows for specific roles, and that'll give you specific reasons to make a call on. We get that call reason. We have the right information. So like very thoughtfully prepared scripts that the rep doesn't have to think through too hard. And then when they start their call, they actually get a dialer right here, then they can make this call directly from the platform.
Their browser,
Yeah. So, for example, what's your phone number? So I'm just going to go ahead and hit dial on this number.
All right.
The rep will get our power dialer to make this phone call. It'll do everything.
There it is.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So you can pick it up.
All right.
Right as you pick it up, now the call is going to be recorded. All the information from the call is going to start getting collected, and the rep has everything they need to have a call successfully. So they get their script. They can ask the right discovery questions of the prospect specific to the type of call that they picked. And if they hit an objection, they'll also have ways to support that objection and answer back to it. And then the cool part is when they're done, when we hit end call, it's going to hang up on your side.
Yep.
When we put this outcome in, I'm going to hit meeting set, for example, right? Actually, we'll hit incomplete. And when I complete this, if we go back to outreach, what's going to be cool is that we'll actually see this person. I think we call David.
Yeah.
We'll see that David moves on to the next step in outreach. So it's fully integrated. And so now David's moved on to the next step. And as a rep, I had everything I needed to make that call successfully, and everything that was clicked, the objections, the discovery questions, all tracked, pushed back to Salesforce, stored in Upmarket for reporting. And now we just have like amazing cold calls.
Got it. So now everyone knows, that I called this person, what was discussed, what their objections were, how I handled it, all that information that is important, to everyone except the sales rep in some cases is getting into its right places. And as an added bonus, we're not asking that sales rep to spend countless hours inputting that data into the CRM.
Exactly. And we're also starting to get some really thoughtful analytics about, what call reasons are successful for a team.
Yeah.
What objections are we constantly hitting and how can we overcome them better? And we present those in some really thoughtful reports that makes it really easy for managers to coach their team.
Wow. It's kind of like, and this happened when I first started out, like your manager just kind of hovering over your shoulder and like, oh, they mentioned this objection. Like, you got to say this, or they're talking about this competitor. Here's your talk track. Like, it's kind of getting that information ready for you ahead of time, rather than having somebody just, tell you in the back of your ear, like, hey, you need to say this thing.
Exactly.